Hello, Sun Lakes. I'm Anita Lawrence, your Good Day Sun Lakes host, and I'd like to welcome you to Coffee with the GM for the month of June 2024. Christopher Mitchell, the Sun Lakes General Manager, is here to discuss topics of interest and concerns from the community. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Please note this is not an AI-generated conversation. These are real people here. Anita, I'm glad to see you doing well. Welcome back. It's been a while. I don't think we did one of these in May.
We did.
So, did we? See, there's just so much going on. I'm behind the times. Just so much going on. And we'll talk about it, I'm sure, today. But
there is a lot going on.
Yes.
And we had another power outage last night.
Yes, we did.
And I just want to make the community aware that EPAP has their own Facebook page. There's only less than 100 people that's following that page right now. So all you have to do is go into your browser, look for Sun Lakes EPAP, and follow it. And when they put out information, such as when we had the occurrence last night, you'll get the most current information. And I did talk to Janice Rice this morning, and she was very pleased with how things went last night. She said that 98% of the EPA coordinators jumped right into action and followed protocol. So,
and that's a key thing, because EPAP does serve a big, it is a big part of our community. People don't realize that. People don't forget about the animals that may be out, that the EPAP will have a little area to, if there's a lost dog, they'll hold them there and feed the dog. And so EPAP does a lot of great things. I just don't think I think we've had a lot of new people moving in. They don't realize that there is a volunteer group within the community that is there to help and provide guidance. And so I'm hoping, and I know you're a delegate, I'm hoping that the delegates can revitalize this with the zone captains and work with the district delegates and EPAP. But yes, I'm glad to have EPAP here.
yes, they're very vital
Yes,
to
they
our
are.
community. All right, well, we have a number of topics this morning.
I know.
So
Let's
I guess we need to get going.
Cheers, let's begin.
Okay, this is a big subject around Sun Lakes. How are the renovations coming on the lounge expansion, and what is the expected completion date?
Okay, well, I did bring, right now, the contractor has provided an update stating originally in the timeline that mid-October was the projected completion date. Now, we are hoping for the end of September 30th. That's our goal. Right now, they're on schedule. They're a little bit ahead, but there's a little bit of slack in there, but they have they're on track. And one important thing to note is that we update the board at every executive session and provide them an update on the timeline, where we're at with the construction piece, with the audio-visual piece of it, and then, of course, the lounge furniture and fixtures. That's also a third part of the construction project. And so we provide a timeline update. We have the board talk to the architect as well as the construction manager, and Mark Schleiden, our director of operations, also is helping to oversee the project. So right now we are hoping September 30th that it will be open.
Okay.
That is our desire, and we'll keep you and the rest of the community updated.
I can't wait to see
I agree.
what it's going to look like.
I
I think it's
agree.
going to be beautiful.
And Good Day Sun Lakes and Hernan have taken some pictures. We kind of, during the open sessions, during the GM report, we'll put those pictures so you can kind of see a little progression. I know Hernan's working on that. Right, Hernan? He is working on that. I know he is. But we'll be doing that little PowerPoint presentation at the next open session as well, of here we were and where we're going.
All right. Okay, age verification.
Yes.
The deadline is June 28th
Yes.
to submit the age verification forms. And why is this so important, and what will happen to residents if they don't submit the forms?
So it's very important. Sun Lakes has, under the Housing Urban Development, there is a HOPA. It's the Housing for Older Persons. And what that is that frees a community from discrimination claims for familial status within a community. That is that we have a status here of 55 plus, that you must One person that is residing in that the house has to be 55 plus. And we have to do this every 2 years, do this age verification to verify that there is a person of 55 years of age and older residing in that property. What this does is this allows us to exclude ages below 55 from residing in the community. Now, if we have to do that every 2 years, if we fail to meet that 80% threshold, we could lose that exemption status, meaning the community would be open for all ages. And that is something every 2 years. I know it's hard, members. I know it's, why is admin asking us again? And then we'll talk to the delegates. Why is the delegate knocking on my door for this information? It plays a part in the whole, in our community and how we can have this exclusive 55 plus active adult community. And this is required. We get it every 2 years. And so this year we're striving for it. I'll be giving an update at the next delegate assembly and the board meeting where we are on the percentages. Right now, I think we're still lagging behind, so we're going to need the delegates' help to go and find out or talk to the people within their own district who hasn't turned in the verification form, turn that in. So this is very important. Every 2 years, I know it's annoying, but it is a requirement, so we must do it.
And that includes everyone that's residing in that household.
Yes, it does. Great point. Everyone that's residing in that property needs to fill out one of these forms, please.
Okay. Well, a new state law goes into effect on July 1st, which outlaws the automatic 15% service charge in the restaurant and lounge. Can you provide more information about this?
Sure, I can't understand what the geniuses in Sacramento are thinking, but this is a non-political show, so we won't talk about that. But what the intent was is this AB 478 was to eliminate junk fees, your airlines, your cable, etc. Unfortunately, one of the byproducts of it is we have to eliminate items that are called service charge. Now, we at Sun Lakes have utilized that service charge to as an automatic gratuity that would go straight to the employee. There's been troubles in the past where the gratuity hasn't been up to the normal industry standards of 15, 18, 20. And so the association in the past then has continued to do this service charge as a mandatory gratuity. Now, that being said, July 1st, we must eliminate that. And actually, we will be starting earlier. June 18th will be the first day that we will stop that. That is today.
Today.
And members will see on their ticket that that service charge is gone. So please, members, as you look at the ticket, at the bottom there'll be some suggested levels of tip, 18, 20, and 22, with the corresponding dollar amount next to it. So you don't have to pull out your calculator, the abacus, the sliding rule. You don't have to pull any of that out. Simply look at the bottom of the ticket. It's there, but it is going to be on the member to choose what they would like to leave as a gratuity. Remember, that gratuity goes straight to the employee. So it's important servers, bartenders rely on those gratuities. Mm-hmm. And so we hope that Sun Lakes residents will be generous, continue to be generous to the servers and reward them for the service that they provide. And so you'll start seeing that. Now with banquets, this came up in the delegate assembly, banquets, the gratuity will be included in the price of the food. This is allowed under the state, that the SB 478, that items like gratuities and other charges can be included in the price per person for the plate. And we will be doing that. So there will be an 18% gratuity included, and then that will be paid out to the employees who work the event. So banquets, gratuities included, but you're ordering a drink at the bar, you're ordering something in the sandwich, out on the veranda, at the Cheers bar, formerly the Lobby Bar, please leave a tip for your server or your bartender.
Great. And I'm glad to see that there's suggested percentages.
Yes.
Because that helps math challenged people like me
yes.
a lot.
That's right.
Okay. Some residents have asked why there wasn't a Father's Day brunch. Can you provide an explanation?
So we will be doing a brunch at the end of June 30th, Sunday. We'll return to that Sunday brunch. But one of the things that we saw, And it's reflected in the numbers for May. Is we didn't see the high turnout for Cinco de Mayo. We didn't see the high turnout for Mother's Day as we were hoping, and also some of the charity events they had to cancel some or move some. They didn't have the participation as they'd had in years past. Now, one of the things I've talked about, and I think I've talked with you, I've talked to the FACT, the board, is disposable income is kind of shrinking for people. Things cost more. And people also have a lot of choices. They can go to In-N-Out Burger. They can go to Panera. So there's a lot of choices. And also members have to be choosy. Not saying all members, but some members just don't have that disposable income. They have to choose what they want to spend on. They can't go out every night. And so seeing that trend, and that's a national trend as well, that's one of the things that we eliminated that. We still had the special burgers, we had the steak and baked potato, but we eliminated that buffet, and we'll have to work very hard as we move forward of what's the price point that we're going to be selling that event for, and not inundate members with all of these buffets and everything, because I don't think the average member, just treating myself, I'm not going to attend every buffet because I just don't have that disposable income. And I know members are feeling that as well. And so that's why we didn't have that buffet. We're targeting right now July 4th. We will have breakfast burritos, everyone. Breakfast burritos will be provided July 4th. But we're focusing on that event and then focusing on really the quality and consistency of the food that is served out of the restaurant.
All right. There will be new weekend restaurant hours beginning on July 1st. What are the new hours and why are they changing?
So the new hours beginning July 1st, Saturday and Sunday, we will be opening at 9 a.m. rather than 7 a.m. So you ask a great question, why are you changing it? We just haven't seen the participation from the membership that we thought we would. There was a lot of members. I'll be there. If you open at 7 a.m. on the weekends, I'm going to be there. I'm going to bring family. We didn't see it in the numbers. And the numbers don't lie. We have point of sale system, even though it's a little archaic, still reports how many people account to the people and how much money each ticket is. And during the hours of 7 to 9, there's hardly anyone visiting. So what's happening is we're having staff, we have a cook there, have a server, may have a bartender getting ready, have all these people and labor costs, but no, they're not generating revenue. And that's one of the things that we're working with the board. The board has said that they would like to reduce the subsidy within the restaurant, get it within the budget constraints. So we have to look at where we're incurring costs that aren't generating revenue. Unfortunately, the weekends we saw that. So July 1st, Saturday and Sunday, we will open at 9 a.m.
All right. Yesterday, renovations began in the South Clubhouse, and there is no access to the hallway or restrooms. What's happening, and when will those renovations be completed?
Okay, so Monday, June 17th through June 23rd, there will be no access to the restrooms or the hallway. What's happening is we're replacing the tile that's in the hallway. Members who have used the pool have probably seen that. They walked out. It's got a little slippery. There's cracks. There's lifting, etc. of that tile. So we are replacing that tile in the hallway in the South Clubhouse. So after the 23rd, that will be open. You'll be able to use the restroom, walk to the meeting room, to the gym. It will be open. But it was kind of turning into a safety issue with the pooling of water, cracking and lifting of the tiles.
Okay. Well, speaking of the South Clubhouse, many residents have been asking on social media if the indoor pool has reopened, or is there an expected date it will reopen?
Okay, so it's still closed. It will open July 31st. They're working on the decking right now. I know Mark Schleiden has been over there working, he's not working over there, overseeing the project with the vendor. But we are targeting July 31st to open the indoor pool over there in South Clubhouse.
And we have the other outdoor pools right now.
We do indeed. They are open.
It's nice out
the
there.
North, remembered when it was closed, we did some work on the deck and everything. We will be working to tile the showers in the outdoor North Clubhouse pool. So they'll be putting tile in there. That will make it more aesthetically pleasing and better control of the dirt and everything that gets in there. But yeah, we're working with the board on bringing these amenities up, and so hoping that members can see that and appreciate that and enjoy their amenities.
Lots of renovations and improvements being made throughout the community.
There has been, I think, over the last, I would say 2 years, the board has looked internally. What are we doing? What are some of the things that we need to address, and not deferring things like that happened in the past. In the past, we had some boards that deferred projects. I'm still dealing with issues, and I know members that live on the golf course, that irrigation issue, that was something that kept being punted year after year down the road. This board last year's board stated when they were doing the budget that they were going to do golf course projects starting on the 2025. But they wanted to work internally on the lounge, work on the pools, the dehumidifier, and so there is a lot of stuff going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think again, I'm happy with the board choosing to work on these projects instead of deferring them.
And the new automatic doors on the South
South
Clubhouse,
Clubhouse, yes,
makes it much nicer
yes.
for people with disabilities.
That was a problem with the old door trying to hit the button to open, or they would pull, then it would get out of alignment. Just a mess. Those sliding doors are the best. Hoping that the board, we're going to be looking at some pricing for sliding doors in the main clubhouse, because anyone who has gone to the main clubhouse and is either has candy or selling tickets for an event, they know when it's cold outside, that door opens, it stays open, it just, a flurry of cold air comes in, and then when it's hot, all the hot air blows in. So we're looking at sliding doors as well for the main clubhouse entrance. We're getting prices right now for the board.
All right.
A lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, there is. A new large screen interactive touch board has been installed
Yes.
in the main clubhouse lobby. What type of information can residents find there?
So they can find personal information about Hernan, where he lives and everything, and the video games that I'm just kidding. Actually, members, this is very similar to what's on the website. So when you look at it, you're able to touch a topic, hours of the restaurant, menu, clubs, different events that are happening, music. And so what we're trying to do is focus on the website and these touch screens as a way to provide the member the most up-to-date information. We love the lifestyles. It's great, but it comes out a month early, and sometimes the information may change. And the best way we feel is through the website and through that touch screen that you can get the most up-to-date information. Now, the first one was in the main clubhouse. If it's well received and people are using it, we're looking to expand maybe at the North Clubhouse and the South Clubhouse, same touch screen, so that you can be down there. I want information of what's happening. When is Coffee with the GM on? Click on find that information. So we'll look to expand it, but this is a demonstration project. If it works, it's well received, we'll be expanding it.
It's very user-friendly.
It is.
Don't have to be a computer wizard
Yes.
to use it.
It's a Good Day Sun Lakes team, and Hernan, Bob have really worked well on that.
All right. Wi-Fi is now available in the North Clubhouse. Can you provide additional details?
So there has been Wi-Fi there in the past, but what Hernan has been working on is with Spectrum, boosting the signal, letting people know there's a little sign that says what the password is to get into the Wi-Fi. So now it should be the stability and the speed should be better than it has been in the past. So go there, you'll see the little sign in the clubhouse over here, and it has the password. Log into it and have at it.
All right. What should residents do when they see someone using our facilities, such as the bathrooms or showers, who may not be a resident?
Ask for their papers, please. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't engage these other members, or they could be healthcare. Oh, now I forgot the
Caregivers.
caregivers. Thank you. Please call the front gate, call Community Patrol, let them handle it because they'll follow up with that person. But I don't want to put members in a situation where you're questioning people. What, do you live here? Do you belong here? That can get members in trouble. It can also escalate pretty quickly, and I don't want members to have to deal with that. Instead, use the resources here. Call Community Patrol, Gate 1, Gate 2. They can dispatch patrol, and patrol can handle that. So please, let's let them handle it. Don't get in. You see it. I'm glad you're reporting it. Definitely do that, but don't engage with them because that sometimes turns out badly.
All right. Well, a couple of months ago, you asked that we revisit some of these topics. There's 3, so we'll do them one at a time.
Yes, ma'am.
Can additional hooks be added to the main clubhouse exercise room to hang jackets and hats?
Yes, we're going to look to expand the hooks as well as the hooks in the bathrooms in the main clubhouse over where the pool entrance is. I know that some members have complained about those hooks, and we need to address that. So, yes, we will put more hooks in the gym as well as address the hooks that are in the restrooms.
All right. Can larger size clothing for women with the Sun Lakes logo, such as on t-shirts and jackets, be made available in the pro shop?
Brian's not going to carry those because there hasn't been a lot of movement with that when he's brought it in the past. But they can be special ordered. You can go to Brian or one of his great team members in the main pro shop, say, I'd like a Sun Lakes polo shirt this, and here's my size. They will special order it for you. So you can definitely go over there. Brian, be careful because when you go over and talk to Brian, you end up buying a lot more than you thought because he's got some great deals and everything. But if they don't have the size you're looking for, just say, hey, this is the print I'm looking for, or this is the style I want, and this is my size. Can you order it? And he'll definitely take care of you on that.
All right. Speaking of clothing, did I hear that they may be carrying pickleball clothing at the pro shop on the north side?
So we're going to look at actually carrying some clothing items as well as supplies for pickleball. Right now we're working on the North Clubhouse Pro Shop, putting up some slate walls so you can hang things. So we are working on that, and Brian will be bringing that to the community so that something happens with your pickleball paddle, you can buy a new one there and some clothing.
That's exciting.
It is.
Okay. Well, that's all the topics I have. Do you have anything you'd like to add before we wrap this up?
No, I just I want to thank you again for your time as well as serving as a delegate.
You're welcome.
I want to thank the Good Day Sun Lakes team. Please remember you can use message to management. I know Anita's probably going to say the same thing, but we constantly ask that you send that. Now, we may not send you a postcard in response, but we do read it and try to address all the items that you bring to our attention. I do like it when you provide your name and your information so I can send you a postcard. Some don't. They just put anonymous. Nah, that's fine. But I do appreciate the members that have taken the time to put in the request or questions to that. And we look forward to the next Coffee with the GM.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us today. If you have a question or a topic for discussion, there are 3 different ways you can submit them. One, you can go to the Sun Lakes website, and after you sign in to sunlakecc.com, you can sign into your member account and select Message to Management. You can also do a handwritten submittal at the main clubhouse at the receptionist desk, and you can also send a message to management from the new Sun Lakes app. So, I hope we've been able to answer some of your questions today. Both Chris and I look forward to answering more of your questions when we get together next month. Don't forget, the first Music Under the Stars is the 29th of June.
Nice.
So hopefully a lot of the community will come out for the first one.
Indeed.
And I'm Anita Lawrence, reporting for Good Day Sun Lakes and Coffee with the GM.
Our alarm tells we've got to go. See you later.